Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in Columbus, Ohio. In the previous episode, we started the 2038-2039 regular season, and as you can see right there, 16-5-3 through the first 24 games. Yes, I could have just looked right there, but I did the math in my head, and that's not a good idea because math was never my strongest subject. Now, the season did start off a little shaky. There are a few things that I want to address, and I'm going to go through them here in a bit. We're going to get this entire season done. This episode, that is what I want to get done. That's the plan. Unless it all goes awry, I don't know why it would take 2 episodes to finish this entire thing up, but it should take 1 episode. There might be a trade to announce here in the next few minutes, but I want to talk about the start of the season here. We start off with a big win against Toronto. Didn't slow sim it because slow simming is cancer in this game because especially in the regular season, it never goes your way even if you're playing the 2-33 Anaheim Ducks or something like that. Then we lose one against Vancouver. You know what? Vancouver's always a pretty good team, even after losing Elias Pettersson. We beat Toronto again, then we lose 1, then we're 500, beat Detroit, lose 2, beat Calgary, and then win a few in a row. So it's been a weird season so far. 16-5-3, we've been pretty good in our last 10, I believe 7-1-2, if I'm correct. I am correct. Wow, great memory. And a lot of our players are coming in big. We are trailing 1 point to the Capitals, similar to last year, but we have 3 games at hand. So that should be pretty easy to make pace with them. And I want to show you the points if you have not been following the series so far. Hello! Why are you starting right here? I mean, I appreciate the views, but you got a lot of episodes to catch up on because you've missed some of the greatest careers in a simulated franchise mode. The MVP line. Game in, game out, season after season, they put up points. They're all on pace for 100 points. Even Woodworth, after missing 5 games, is on pace for 100. And that would be 12 100-point seasons in a row. He's almost 37. This could be the last season of his NHL career, which is heartbreaking. It might be the last for Waugh and the last for Savoie. This whole line could retire this year, and that would be it. Would that upset me? Obviously. Would it upset you? Probably, because this franchise mode has been centered around them, or at least the vast majority. The first ever draft pick we made in the, I believe it was the 3-year plan we made with the Columbus Blue Jackets at the start, we drafted Jeffrey Woodworth. And you might be like, if you're not enjoying this reminiscing, this is the last time we get to do this. Or at least one of the last times. We better enjoy it a bit. Jeffrey Woodworth. I believe second overall pick in 2020. First overall pick was Alexis Lafreniere. We've battled him a few times, but we have usually been the victor. Let's start it all the way back. In college hockey, NCAA, 111 points, gorgeous. There was another guy I was debating on acquiring, but there was something about Jeffrey Woodworth that spoke to me. And could you imagine how different this franchise mode would be without him? He goes in his rookie year, didn't win the Calder because Alex Nylander won it, boo-hoo. Should have won it. But he was just incredible. From day one, 61 points is the lowest he ever got and ever will get. -8, but that was on a garbage Columbus team we were purposefully tanking. And that draft, we acquired Stu Cam because we had a trade with Boston. We got their first pick for Cam Atkinson. We also acquired, I believe, David Backus, Halak, another first, and Euro Vakanainen. It was a good trade. It worked out. Then I believe that season we won the Stanley Cup against the Chicago Blackhawks. And then ever since we got the MVP line together, they have been dynamite. And Jeffrey Woodworth has not looked back. 91, 90, 114, 103, 101, 109, 104, 132, 117, 118, 134, 127, 124, 31, and 19. He is the best player in this franchise mode's history. There is no other player. I hope he sticks out for more than one season because I want him to cross the 100-point barrier. He's probably good for 40 more points this season, probably. If he can just stick around and we can keep that MVP line together for a bit longer, I think he can break 2,000 points, and I believe that would... There's not a lot of players in this franchise mode that broke 2,000 points. I think he can do it, but age is not on his side. You see right there that he did drop to a top 6 forward potential, which means his downfall is inevitable, which sucks. It sucks. Waugh also dropped to a top 9. I believe Savoie, no, he's still a franchise, so that we have that in our favor. He could still retire. It's iffy. You never know. Woodworth could play until he's 41. You don't know that. We don't know. But our time to win is right now. Helping us win is not free agent acquisition, but an acquisition last offseason. Alexander Newhook, I believe he was playing with San Jose. San Jose, I was right. Hell yeah. We acquired him for, I can't remember. I can't remember. He's probably done this season, 37 years of age. I probably won't be bringing him back because he'll ask for a bunch of money. Even though we'll probably have a bit of money to work with if there's a few retirees. He's doing exactly what we acquired him for, 28 points, 24 games. He's helping that third line score some goals. I believe, yeah, he's actually leading the team in goals at this point. Kilo Fallon is on pace for what I want him to get. Obviously, 105 last year is what I always want him to get. But I'm thinking too highly. 92, 97, 105, 27. I want him to be a point-per-game player, and he's really making those strides with the teammates that he has, or the line mates he has. He's progressing very well. Even at 30, he's making strides. He's the next first-line center on this team once Savoie goes down. Speaking of next first line, Maxime Prohorkin still says he's a second liner. I would love to move him up to the first line, but that sweet +3 morale boosting on that first line makes it so hard to just move them away from each other. I will not be doing that. But he's on pace. He's under pace for what he had last year, but he's scoring a bunch of goals. We have a long season ahead of us. Jacques Giroux, 18 points, doing better than what he did last year. I believe 64. I'm not even going to check. I should check because somebody said they want me to check more in depth with stats. And I'm all for that, okay? 18, yeah, he's on pace for... yeah, he's on pace for over that. Not the goals, but... he's helping out tremendously there. Bobby Friesen, sophomore season, 19 years of age, 83 overall. 17 points in 24 games. He's on pace to break whatever he had last year. 45, exactly. He is going to be the next best thing here in Columbus. Next captain? I'm not sure. And if you didn't watch through the entire last episode, I want you to comment down below who you think the next captain of this team is. Once Woodworth goes down, I want to name a captain. It all depends on who retires, because maybe Stu Cam steps up for a season or two and is that captain. You never know. Carol Hansel with 14, not too shabby. Zach Baton with 10, -2 though. That's not great. Mackinnon -7. So that fourth line has been iffy all year, and that's something that I'm definitely going to look at later on through the season. And then Swanson, who is a bright spot in that bottom six. We acquired him in free agency, I believe, 2 years ago. Came up during the playoffs, helped us win the Stanley Cup last year. He was big. He was big for us, and he's doing really well right now. He's a positive on that fourth line. Defense. Abel Carlos still making strides, on pace for a damn good season, even better than what he had last year. I believe. I'm not great at math, but he's on pace for a damn good season. Stu Cam started off a bit slower, 16 points, 24 games. He's doing very, very well. Not a Norris season so far, but we have lots of time left to play. Mikko Jarvinen with 10 assists, which is unlike him. The moment I move Stu Cam away from Mikko Jarvinen, Jarvinen produces more. So he's about halfway to what he had all of last year. His most ever, I believe, is 27. Yeah, 2 times he hit that. Strange. Henry Schwartz, who is a rookie, 6 points, +9, 12 penalty minutes. That's not bad. If you don't remember, in the last episode, we did move Stu Cam to that third pairing just because of how the morale worked out, and there is a trade that I'm thinking of. No, I'm not trading away Stu Cam. Why would I be so stupid? No, I wouldn't be doing that. No, don't worry. There's a trade, though, that I will talk about, and I want to get it done. I'm not sure if it will get done, but I think we have a chance to do it. Felipe Atirez, I will never be able to say that last name properly. 3 points, +6, 23 years of age. He's no longer a prospect. He's getting mad because of ice time. We drafted him, right? We did a while ago, 5 years ago in the first round. I thought he was going to be a bit better. He started at a pretty good overall. I guess sometimes it just doesn't work out, especially when your defense is pretty stacked. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. Pierre Jakobsen, only 1 goal. He had 16 points last season. I don't know what's up with that. He's shooting 20% this year because he only took 5 shots, so that's pretty dope. 1 game winner. I mean, that 1 goal was pretty clutch, wasn't it? But that's something to keep in mind as well. 21 years of age. He's been a 79, 78 overall his entire career, and he's not growing. He should be growing like a weed. We put him in the right position to succeed. He just isn't. I'm not sure what's going on there. Goaltending. It started off rough. It might look rough right now, but it started off a lot worse. 13, 3, and 2. 1 shutout for Kavanagh. 904, 2.5 goals against. He's not the best in the league at this moment, but starting off pretty rocky. He's, I believe, won 8 in a row, if my math serves me correct, which might not even be correct because I'm terrible at math. He's been better as of late, and we're winning games because of it. Entire league I'm going to go through quickly, just show you what's crack-a-lack, and if you don't remember, you can skip this. You can just go right to the simulating. Shane Wright, perennial 130-point scorer. He's so damn good. There's no stopping him, especially with his new line teammate in Reardon. Jorg Reardon. Is he Swedish? Tell me he's Swedish. He's Canadian. Okay. He's damn good. They're damn good, and there's nothing you can say about it. They're that good. Shane Wright obviously leading in the goal category. He'll probably win the Maurice Richard Trophy as well. Defense, I believe it's Carolina. Viktor Denisov. No idea who this guy is. 79 overall. I don't expect it to stay like that forever, but he's having a really good season there. Goaltending is currently Carter Tarnasky. Edmonton is such a good team at this moment, especially when you get that kind of offense. You're gonna be producing like that. Now, before we get to the simulating, I want to look at something. The Ottawa Senators. Before I get to that, I looked around the league, and there's not a whole lot anymore that you can trade for, especially with our cap situation. There's a lot of defensemen with a lot of money tied up in it, and I'm hoping that this defenseman right here, Walker Farmer, first round draft pick, 5th overall, 10 years ago, drafted by Ottawa. He's been with Ottawa his entire career, 2 more years at 7, and obviously we don't have that kind of money. They're a hopeful team. They're doing pretty good, but he's on the block apparently. So what would they be looking for? First, they're going to have to retain on that. That is just the truth. If they can retain half that salary, we have a few options or a few pieces we could give them in response. 3, that I believe would clear the cap. There is a goalie I'd be willing to give up. No, first I'll do the defenseman swap, because obviously we would have too many defensemen. Somebody who's really disappointed me so far, 23. He's not going to grow much more, I can tell. Felipe Oti Reyes. I don't know how to pronounce that. He's gone. He's over. He's done. It's over with. That obviously would not be enough. So obviously we have a lot of goalies to deal with. Byers is safe because he's got that high potential. And we got Mester and we got Barch. A lot of goalies to work with. And we got Muller. Obviously, we have so many goalies. But they want Apostopoulos. Oh my god. I never learned how to say your name. But would they do that trade? I'm not sure. But if we can swing something with that. This goalie's getting a bit older. They could use... I mean, do they have anything on the block? I'll take... I'd even do this trade straight up, you know? I mean, I'll take whatever at this point. You want to give away draft picks next year? I'll take a third next year. Will they do that trade? Trade rejected. Okay, that's fair. Trade rejected still. They don't want to retain on all that. That's fair. Second round draft pick. Trade has been accepted, and you might be like, damn, Owen, that's a lot. And you know what? You're right. But if we're going out and trying to win, I want the best possible team, and we might lose games right off the bat. But going into a playoff bout, I want a guy like Walker Farmer on the team, because our defense has looked a little shaky over the last little bit. Now, if I was to move Stuka... You know what? I'll keep Walker Farmer there. He is I believe he's a two-way defenseman, or... he looks to be a two-way. So I'm going to... So we get that... Okay, where did I... No, I'll keep... What was I doing? Yeah, Stucam there. They get that. Or do we put Pierre Jakobsen there? No, I'll keep Pierre Jakobsen with Stucam. That works for me. Special teams, let's get him somewhere. He's playing top 4 minutes, so he shouldn't be too upset either way. Penalty kill. We can throw Jakobsen. Does he... I'll take Jakobsen out there. Put Farmer in, and we'll keep him. Oh, did that take away the +1? Did that? I'm not quite sure about that, actually. It did. Okay, I'll take him out there. Pierre Jakobsen, I think they'll go to a -2 now. I'm not too sure. Walker Farmer. You know, I'm going to keep him there. I'm going to give him time just to make sure he doesn't get too upset, because we do actually have him for 2 years at that kind of awesome contract, which really helps out our situation, because apparently defensemen ask for a lot of money, but we have a lot of prospects to turn over in that kind of case. So we're right up against the cap. No more trades. Obviously, if we needed to work something out, we could, but I want to get straight to simulating, okay? It's been a long enough episode as it is, and you want to see how we do. We just acquired Walker Farmer, the defenseman from Ottawa. He's jumping in to a new city, traveling from Ottawa to Columbus. That's a little bit of a drive, but you know, we brought out the private jet. Ottawa has an airport, unlike Winnipeg. And we flew him, MVP, all the way to Columbus, and now he has his new town. He's going to actually try to be a winner. Let's start the month of December on a right note. Let's go all the way to the end of the month. Let's try to make some ground on the Washington Capitals, who currently lead the Metro, 1 point back. 3-0 shutout over the Jets. Pittsburgh. Nicholas Bogosian has been hurt in the AHL. Head coach replaces a player. That's nothing too serious. 3-2 win. Awesome over Pittsburgh. Detroit has fired their coach in Stu Quint. Detroit is officially a dumpster fire. They had their few years of success, but apparently they're back into the dumpster, and it is ablaze. Boston. Now let's view the draft class. Why not? This is going to be a long enough episode as it is, so let's make it even longer. First overall pick looks to be Iash. Oh, I can't say that. God, give me a sec. I can figure this out. Issa Schultz. Second overall pick in Elliot. Oh my God, these names. Elliot Battaglia. Look Looks like it's going to be a solid draft. Any gems so far that my scouts have looked at? No, I'll let them do their jobs. I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Nicholas Zatana has been hurt in the AHL. Head coach replaces player. 4-1 win over the Boston Bruins. Pittsburgh, 4-3 L. That sucks, but you know what? I guess we're going to have to live with that. Mironov is up to a 70, which I love to see that. Hemingway, yeah, they all look, it's not even that bad. Muller, how's he doing? 914 in the AHL is pretty good. Barches, holy Jesus. 5-1, 942 save percentage. That's pretty good. That's something nice to see. St. Louis, rebound there. 6-3 loss. That's not good. Come on. There we go. Pick up a win. Pick up a few wins in a row. That's 2 in a row after 2 straight losses. Edmonton, 3-1 loss. Yeah, that sucks, but okay, Swanson was hurt, but he's good to go. New Jersey Devils, 2 straight wins there after a loss. That's what I'm talking about. Nice rebound wins there. Islanders, come on. Yes, Metro team, we beat Ottawa Senators. I should have stopped the simulation for a slow sim, but we pick up a victory. Close one. Another victory there. Colorado, let's end off the month well against the Capitals. 1-0 shutout. And now we lead the Metropolitan Division. I said Metropolitan weird. 28, 8-3, 9-1 in our last 10, and we are looking quite nice. Do we lead the entire league? Yes, we do, by 1 point. Sharks are 1 back of us, so they look to be pretty good. We traded them. Who did we trade? We traded them Max Gerber, actually, so good for them. Good for them. I'm glad they're in the West. So we lead by 4 points. The Hurricanes are second, and we actually are one game above them, actually, for games played. So we're about halfway through the season. That was a damn good month. I'm surprised we weren't playing like garbage after we made a trade, because that's how EA works. But Matthew Savoie is leading the team in points. This guy is so underrated. 56 in 39. 23 goals. That is tied for first on this team. He has been so good. Like, how do we hit so well with these players? How many seasons in a row is this with 100 points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, he's going for his 9th 100-point season in a row. So, when he was in Detroit, he was never really good. First season, bleh. Second season, pretty good. Third season, bleh. Comes over to Columbus, pretty good. And then we get swept in the first round, actually. And then he's good all the way. Like, he's always a man. 2 60-goal seasons under his belt. Almost 1,400 career games. Yeah, he's a good player. I love my boy. Joshua Waugh, who was the 5th overall pick in 2021, so 4 picks after Stu Cam. I don't feel like I ever gave this guy the same shake, even though I love him since day one. I feel like he's the middle child. We got Woodworth, then we got Stu Cam, then we got Waugh, and I was always more high on Woodworth because he was that 1st overall pick. I don't know. And Woodworth was a generated player. Waugh, I knew how good he was going to be, but he is so good. On pace for another fantastic season. I mean, if he didn't miss that season there, how many in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. So he would have had 8 in a row going for his 9th, but he would have hit 100 there if he didn't miss those 4 games. Really good. So good. He might be done this season. So let's reminisce. Jeffrey Woodworth would probably be leading this team if he did not miss those 5 games. 52 points. It's going to be hard to hit 100, but I think he can do it. Yeah, I think he can do it pretty easy. I think he'll just take off here in the next half of the season if we continue on the same pace that we do. I'm not surprised. How many 30-goal seasons in a row does this kid have? Or over 30, so he is. His entire career, he's never scored less than 30. His lowest was actually 34. 34 was his lowest ever. And he's on pace for 40 again. What a beauty. What a beauty. Alexander Newhook doing exactly what we what I expect him to do. He is playing on the third line, but he's putting up really good numbers, helping shape out our bottom six. I would rather, personally, if I had the chance to put a third liner in that position, but having a goal scorer and a playmaker like that on the third line, playing with a rookie like Bobby Friesen, really helps out his development. He might be upset at this moment, but during the playoffs, it doesn't matter. We're going to need scoring like that. Khalil Fallon with 41, on pace for exactly what I want him to be at. Maxime Prohorkin, maybe a 50-goal season. He's going to hustle these last 42 games. 42? 41. 42. 42 games. Nope. 43? Yeah, 43. He's going to have to hustle. He's going to have to hustle. I think he can do it. Probably not 93 points, but he's a damn good player. What can I say? Bobby Friesen, the sophomore. Sorry, he's not the rookie anymore. Mr. Freeze, 29 points, playing with Newhook. Gotta love that. Hansel is the odd duck on that third line. Probably will be replaced in the near future, especially with that cap hit. Don't necessarily like that, but we have a lot of guys really wanting to be that third line left or right winger here in the future. Zach Baton, -7. That's not great. 10 points. Swanson is that shining star on the fourth line, +3, 8 points. Not great, but he is helping there, especially once we head into the playoffs. Stu Cam, did I say? Sorry. Stu Cam, is he a forward now? No. Samu Makinen, -11, 5 points. That's not good. I'm not going to lie. Down to an 80 overall. Is this a guy that we trade here soon? I'm not too sure, but I always wanted him to be that third line center, but ever since we got Bobby Friesen and had such a great center core, Samu Makinen can't be in that kind of position anymore. Defense, how's it looking? Is everybody keeping pace so far? 27 points for Stu Cam. What a beauty. What an absolute beauty. 27 points, +14. Maybe a Norris in his future. Abel Carlos, 22 points, on pace for about the season he had last year. Walker Farmer, how has he been since he came over here? 6 points in 15 games? Pretty good. I'll take it, +6. Especially when we head into a playoffs, we have him at a really good contract, 3.9 for 2 more years. That's exactly what we need him for, and he's helping this team win. Mikko Jarvinen, 14 points, +25. That's exactly what we need him for. Henry Schwartz, +16, 7 points. Not too bad. Pierre Jakobsen will get paid this offseason, but by us, I'm not too sure. Goaltending, has it gotten any better? Oh, it has. So adding Walker Farmer was a risk, because you know how EA works and their video games. You add a great player and you start playing terrible. You add a terrible player, you start playing well. But in this case, we are on the right side of history so far. Right side of history? Is that the right word to use? Probably not the right phrase. I'm not great at English. It is late. Not as late as later days, or earlier days where I recorded at 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't do that, kids. Don't do that. 22, 5, and 2, 3 shutouts, 911 save percentage, 239 goals against. Mwah. Mester hasn't been bad either. About double what he has in losses, which is great for us. 900 save percentage and a 278 goals against. Not bad, could be a bit better, but our defense is really shaping up well in this last month now. Entire league, how's it looking? Probably Shane Wright. Shane frickin' Wright. Matthew Savoie's making a run at it, but he is 12 points behind in 1 less game played, so that's going to be a little hard. He's probably leading in goals too, 35 and 40. Yikes. It would be awesome to see somebody break the single season scoring record, but I have never seen that ever. Simulating all the franchise modes I've done offline. I've never seen it before. Defense, how's it looking? Mancari, San Jose. This is a very familiar name. I'm not sure. Have I seen the name Mancari somewhere before? I'm not too sure. 37 points. That's damn good. It's probably Denisov at this very moment, just because he's played less games. He has the same amount of points, and his plus-minus is better. No penalty minutes as well, so I don't know why he's so good. I don't know. Goaltending, who is it right this moment? Ternasky has the most wins, but Stucam is... Stucam... Why do I keep saying Stucam? Why is he on my mind? No, Kavanagh is starting to turn it around. Goals against is way better. Few games less played, but he has 2 less wins in 5 less games, so he's probably the best looking goalie at this moment. Hugo Leperrier isn't doing that bad on Montreal as well. Good for him. Good for him. Now, let's just keep going. Let's if they're let's hope it's a nice simple month of January. Let's go to about February 1st. It's almost the trade deadline. 5-2 win starting out the month pretty well. St. Louis. Bobby Friesen has been hurt. No. First injury of his young career. Who is our scratch player? January 9th. That's a few games. Let's just throw our scratch player in there. I'm not sure that it's going to be too much of a big deal. Vegas Golden Knights have fired their head coach in Mario Cloutier. I've seen that name a few times. Maybe he's a locker room cancer. Maybe you shouldn't hire him. Edmonton Oilers. Oh, Maddox Fair. Oh, that was our scratch player. Okay, that's not good. So how's he do? Damn, that is not good. Okay, so Friesen is back. How? Oh, -3. Okay, not great. But Bobby Friesen is back, which is dope. We're going to put him back in the lineup. We have, believe it, days off. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt. I'm really praying he doesn't. That would screw us up very terribly. Get him back in the lineup. Good to see you again. We have a game against Edmonton. Bobby Friesen is fully healed. That's good. I thought it was going to be an injury. Oh, God. So that's a few wins in a row there. We are turning... We're heating up. 7-0 victory over the Coyotes. Alexander Newhook wants to talk. 13 minutes of ice time. Man, you want to win a Stanley Cup? You're going to do it my way. I'm going to disagree with you. I don't care. I care, but I don't care. You know what kind of situation you were coming in here to Montreal. Why am I... Columbus. Jesus. Few game win streak right now. 3-2 win against the Nucks. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Maddox Fairley is back. But he's a scratch player, so I don't care. View draft class, I don't care. Let's just keep it going, buds. Come on. Mikhail Kababulin is hurt in the AHL. Head coach plays player for this moment. I'll fix that up once he's back. Philly, okay. Buffalo, yes. Come on, end the month well. Come on, Detroit, dumpster fire. Holy Jesus. What a month. We go undefeated. Calgary gets Jan Kivitsky, 82 overall defenseman for Primo, defensive prospect, and a 5th. Okay, Toronto, I see what you're doing. So we go undefeated in the month of January. We have won. Okay, where do I start? So we lost against St. Louis there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 games in a row? Oh my God. 22 games in a row? Nah, we're going to continue simulating until we lose. It might be this game. But I want to simulate until something changes. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Islanders, 22 game win streak so far. Islanders. Does not end. 23 in a row. Tampa Bay. Come on, Tampa Bay. Holy Jesus H. Christ. Buffalo. Come on. Zach Piton, we're not trading you. I'm sorry. Buffalo. 5-1 victory. Oh my God. Carolina. Come on. 3-1 loss. Clemenson, 3rd, and Clark. Jimmy Clark, former Columbus Blue Jacket, to the Pittsburgh Penguins for Voloshenko and Schwartz, a goaltender. So 2 losses in a row there. But what a run. How many... Oh my God. So I gotta recount that just to be sure. Okay, so St. Louis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24, 25 games in a row. That has to be close to an all-time record. Savoie is almost at 91 points before the trade deadline. You know what? I'm going to check the stats. See how it is after a 25 game win streak. Woodworth is probably going to hit it. 15 points in the next couple games. He can totally do it, which would be his 12th 100-point season. Let's start at the top. Matthew Savoie. What a beauty. What an absolute beauty. 25 games in a row. He has to be helping out somehow, right? 35 years of age. Just turned 35, actually. Still got that 99 overall offensive awareness. What an absolute beauty. I love him. Second in goals, actually. 36. Joshua leading the team in goals. That's awesome. What is the most goals he's ever scored? Looks to be 56, 60. He had 60 there. 60 looks to be his cap. That's awesome. Good for him. Jeffrey Woodworth, 26 goals, 59 assists, 85 points. He'd probably be leading this team in points if he didn't get hurt those 5 games. But you know what? It happens. But he's that damn good. Khalil Fallon, 59 points. He's heating it up. He's at about what I want him to be. Alex Newhook, 57. Dropped off a bit, but we won 25 games in a row, so obviously we were doing something right? Maxime Prohorkin, 34 goals, 46 points, 24 years of age. Did he just turn 24? Maybe, I believe he just did. He's not going to hit the same amount of points he had last year, but goals, that can definitely be done. 16 to hit 50, but he can do that. I believe in him. Jacques Giroux at about what I want him to be. Bobby Friesen, 34 and 54. He took a little bit of a dip there. I don't know if it was because of his injury, but he's going to beat what he had last year handedly, I'm sure. I'm sure he can do it. He can do it. Carol Hansel, 26 points. Not too bad. +9 on that third. Zach Piton, -4, 13 points. Swanson, +8. Makinen, -8, 11 points. I can't say it. Not Maddox, whatever. I can't pronounce his last name right now. Defense. How is it looking so far? Stu Cam, probably not a Norris, especially if those guys at the top keep scoring. It's going to be hard. But man, oh man, he has been good. He's been damn good. What can I say? He's a machine. An absolute machine. Abel Carlos is that damn good. They're both so good. +36, second on defensive ±. Walker Farmer, how has he been since he got here? 11 points in 32 games. That's not bad. +13, that's exactly what we need heading into the postseason. A really strong, what is he, a defensive two-way defenseman. He's helping out for sure. Mikko Jarvinen, 18 points, +44. What do we have him at? We have him 9.5 for the next 5 years. Defensemen cost that much money, but a top 2 defenseman, he's helping out really well. +23, 10 points for Schwartz. That's about what I want him at. He did jump up to an 80 overall, which is huge for us. Finally, some growth. Pierre Jakobsen, still a 79 overall. What the hell? He did drop because of ice time, morale-wise. But man, oh man, I don't know what kind of position to put you in. First pairing? No. Dude, you gotta succeed at one point. It's up to you. I can only give you so much. Goaltending, has it gotten better? Holy Jesus H. Christ, he's so good. 34 wins, 6 losses, 2 OT losses, and 4 shutouts. Going on a 25-game win streak. 9-17, 2.25 goals against. He has to be the best goalie in the league, going for his 2nd straight Vezina, the 7th of his career. Oh my God. Mestre has been pretty good as well. His save percentage went up and his goals against is a bit higher, but he won a few games there. let's see the entire league. How's it shaping up so far? Shane Wright, probably. What is he at? 100 already? 93? Savoy is making pace. It's a race at this point. The MVP line is coming up clutch. They probably won't win the goal-scoring race, but that first place they have made pace. Savoy, Watt, and Woodworth are like sharks in a pool, and you are the one bleeding. Good luck. Goals for. Cole Caulfield closing in, but 7-goal gap. That's a wash for Shane Wright. The Art Ross is not out of the question for one of our guys. Defense, how's it looking so far? 51 points for Mancari. Stu Cam is up there, does not have the plus-minus in his favor. I mean, frickin' Carlos might even get it. Yeah, but Ostorff. If we're being honest, it's probably Ostorff right now for the Montreal Canadiens. 93 overall, plus 54. 111 penalty minutes, though. That might be his weakness there. Okay, goalies. It's your boy, frickin' Kavanagh. There's no question. I won't even talk about it because he's that damn good. 34 wins, under 10 losses, halfway through the season. Ugh. He's so good. He's so good. We look to be the first in the NHL, going on a 25-game win streak. We have to be, that's probably, 90 points. We're 8 points in front of the Sharks. They're doing pretty good, but we're that much better. We're going to continue simulating. I plan on making no trades, because the one trade we've made so far this season is working out so good for us. The trade deadline is right there against the Canadiens, but let's go up all the way until the end of the season against the New Jersey Devils. Let's finish this season strong, boys. 2 losses in a row, actually. Getting 1 point out there. Do I... John and if I put Zanata back in there, are they going to be a... I'll do that. That works for me. So let's pick up a few wins here. Let's turn it around. Come on, LA Kings. Bykov and Delmont to the Philadelphia Flyers for Boutin and 2/3. Okay. Bernard Boutin, former Columbus Blue Jacket. Okay. LA Kings. Asplund has been hurt. Head coach replaces player. LA Kings, can we finally get this game underway? We win one, but then we lose one against the Caps. We lose our 10th game of the season. Come on, Philadelphia. Come on, let's beat a division rival. Philly. Oh, Jesus, they're dead. A first, Mass, McCann, and a third to the Minnesota Wild for 85 overall centerman in McClellan. I believe a former Calder winner for the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's a big trade. 10-1 victory over the Philadelphia Flyers, but plenty of trades here before the deadline. N. Corbin, right winger, 83 overall to the Montreal Canadiens for Hargrave and Shattenkirk. Okay. 10-1 victory. They're dead. Philly is dead. Arizona, come on. Let's beat the Arizona Coyotes. 4-2 victory. Kublub. Can't pronounce that first name. To the Arizona Coyotes for a first. Defenseman in Armstrong. Okay, Carolina Hurricanes, close to the trade deadline. We beat 2 division rivals there in a row. Rangers, I'm sorry. Why the hell do you want Piton so bad? You're not getting him. I could go out and fix up our 4th line, but we're playing so well right now. There's no point. First and Gibson to the Detroit Red Wings for Simard. They trade him away. What a trade there. That is a big piece to the Devils. They are... The Devils? Did I just mistake that trade? 8-0 victory over the Rangers, though. Reza for the New Jersey Devils for Beisbers and Shore. Okay. Plenty of trades here before the deadline. Kababulin is back in the AHL. Make sure we get him in. Where do we throw him in? Is Anderson? I'll throw Kababulin back in there. Make sure he's getting plenty of time. That works for me. Fragapane is an 80 overall. So if we need to throw somebody on the 4th line to spice things up in the playoffs, he's the man. So the deadline is upon us. Montreal Canadiens, we drop that one, but we pick up a quick win against the Maple Leafs. Tampa Bay, 7-4 victory. Rangers, That 6-0 victory. Rangers again. 2 straight against the Rangers. Make that 5 straight victories. 6 straight. Come on, finish the season off well. 7-1. Oh my God, 6-3. And we get a loss there against the Carolina Hurricanes. 2 straight losses there in regulation against division rivals. That's not good. 3 straight. 4 straight. Jesus, what are you doing, Columbus? You can be better than that. 4 straight regulation losses there. Not what I like to see. We haven't done that very often this season. Sum up against the last game against the Devils. That's not good, Columbus. I don't like to see that. That's not good. Bobby Friesen wants to talk. What's up? Persuade? Can you be happy with us? Here you go. You're a young guy. You're playing third line time and you're going to be happy with it until you prove me otherwise. Okay, Dallas. There we go. Turn it around here. Yep. Ottawa Senators. Darius Wheel. Hello, who are you? 76 overall, 24 years of age, top 9 forward. I don't really need that, and I don't really have the room. Ottawa Senators. Kempaniminiminem is injured in the AHL. Head coach replaced player. 4-3 OT win against the Sens. Pick up 2. Henry Schwartz has been injured until April 21st. That's not good. He's going to miss some playoff time there. Walker Farmer is hurt, but he's fully healed. Don't get injured. Come on, please. Ottawa Senators. Okay. 62 wins. We can finish with 63 just like last year. We've probably clinched the President's Trophy. Let's slow sim. But you know how cancer slow sim is in the regular season. I don't expect a victory here. Because, yeah, am I right? First period. Exactly. What am I saying? We outshoot them, but they outscore us. Second period. What? Like, seriously? What am I supposed to tell you? You can't slow sim in the regular season because you're so bad. Like, what the hell? EA, come on. They won 30 games. Come on, EA. Please, I don't expect... you know what? We got shut out in our last game. Because science, am I right? So, we finished the regular season. 62 wins. Jeffrey, goddamn, oh my God. Are you kidding me? He missed 5 games and he's still got 130 points. What? What? This guy, how many would he have had? Like 140 if he had played those 5 games? That is his 12th 100-point season in a row. Second all time. Consecutive. And most, I believe. I'm not too sure. I'll have to Google that later. But a damn impressive season from the boys. First line, over 300 points combined. First line just gets it done. Kilo Fallon. 96 points. That's about what I want him at. I believe he scored 96 before a few seasons ago. Sorry, 97 to be exact, but that's pretty damn good. I'll take that any day of the week. Savoie. A damn good season from him. He doesn't get the credit. He does not get the credit he deserves. 57 goals, that is one of his best seasons ever. 128 at the ripe old age of 35. Age cannot stop us. Age is just a social construct. Trying to stop players like this. We're playing like Yager at like 48. But better. New Hook, that's exactly what we got him for. 41 goals on the third line, 80 points. Pro Horkin, an off season, but 43 goals. I can't ask for much more. Last season, I don't know if that was an anomaly for him. I don't think he'll ever be over a point per game player consistently. But that's good that he scored 43, which is a damn good season. Giroux, 57. Now, that might be something to address in the future. 64. He's usually an 80-point player. Ever since we put him on the third line and then moved him back, he has not been the same. So that's definitely something to look into. Bobby Friesen, 48. Missed 2 games. He probably would have hit 50. That's a success, and he'll move to the second line in no time at all. He is a second line forward, 85 overall. He'll take that mantle probably next season, if I'm not mistaken, but pretty good season from him. Could you imagine Bobby Friesen passing to MP3 for the next decade? I love it. Hansel with 35, about what I want him at. Swanson with 21, bright spot on that fourth line. He's going to help out plenty in the postseason. Piton finishes a +3. That is huge for us. Mackinnon gets better in the defensive category, -2, 18 points. That's good for us. Defense. How's it looking there? Abel Carlos with 65 plus 64. He might be going for a Norris. I'm not going to say it, but I think he might do it. There is a definite possibility he gets that Norris. I'm going to have to check out the entire league stats, but there is a possibility. Mikko Jarvinen, 32, plus 81? Holy Jesus, oh my God. What a year for him. The moment you move Stucam away from Jarvinen, he turns into a machine. His best scoring season ever. Walker Farmer, I don't want to say we did so well because I traded for him, but we did so well because we traded for him. Not scoring the same amount of points, didn't score as much, but he was a really, really solid player. He's going to help out plenty in the postseason. Schwartz, 13, not too shabby in a rookie season. That's about as much as I can ask for a defenseman. Pierre Jakobsen, not great. He's going to ask for $5+ million this offseason. I don't know if I want him on this team anymore. He's not progressing at all. He's kind of turning into Felipe, who we just traded away. I'm not sure. That's something to look into. Vyacheslav Kavanov, 918, 49 wins. How many wins in his entire NHL career? 538. Martin Brodeur almost has 700. Vyacheslav Kavanov is coming for that record. If he's the starting goalie for a few more years, he can do it. He can do it. 918. He's taken home the Vezina. I don't even have to look, but I will anyways. Mester was pretty good all season. In his rookie year with the Columbus Blue Jackets, he really helped out. He's technically a starting goalie, but when you got Kavanov as your starting goaltender, you can't really ask for more ice time. Who led the NHL in scoring? Is it Woodworth? No. Shane Wright just storms back and takes off. 148 points. Damn good season for him. Better than last year. He's like a fine wine. Tastes like garbage, but he's good. He's good with some cheese. Jeffrey Woodworth, 130. He might win the MVP. We did win 62 games, but I'm not sure. Shane Wright probably led it. Yes, 75. He had 75 last year too, didn't he? Yeah. Wow, that guy's automatic. That is crazy. Defense. Is it Abel Carlos? It's going to be Abel Carlos, folks. Abel Carlos has taken home the Vezina. What the hell? Not the Vezina. The Norris. 10 goals, 55 assists, 65 points. That is 3 behind Mancari. But he has double the plus-minus. 64 to 35. He's taken home the Norris. There's no question. Less penalty minutes. He is so good. So good. Goalies, I don't even have to look. He's taken home the Vezina and the William M. Jennings the 7th time in his career. Is he the best goalie of all time? Maybe. I'm not too sure. Rookie skaters, I didn't check that whole season, actually. Who is it going to be? Caden Henry for the Ottawa Senators. Good for you. 59 points. Damn good season for him. Good for him. The Columbus Blue Jackets win the President's Trophy. 128 points. Leading the NHL by 10 whole points. Hurricanes weren't bad. The Sharks weren't bad, but we were that much better. The boys are getting older, but they want to go out on top. We are heading to the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Who will we be facing? We will be facing the Philadelphia Flyers. I can't remember the last time we fought them in a playoffs. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.